Yeah, man, what they do. Thank you for tapping in with Channel 31. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show some love to your boy channel. Alright, so we back with another box score breakdown. We got the Hawks versus the Kings. You know what I'm saying? Daniel secures. Daniel stops, secures win. So that's been the trend of the season for the Hawks, man. They've been kind of up and down, but that boy Dyson Daniels has been consistent with his deflection and his steals, man. He's leading the league in steals. He's been on like a historic kind of run with deflections and steals, and he's just been an amazing defender. He's just been really a breakout player for the Hawks, and he was a great pickup for them in that trade for DeJounte Murray. So definitely a positive and one of the bright spots of the season. Shout out that boy Trae Young. He was carving up the defense. I do want to say shout out to that boy Keon Ellis, bro. Goodness, that boy was unconscious. He was amazing behind the three-point line. Honestly, both teams were hitting a lot of three-pointers. It was a back-and-forth game. It was just a must-see game. This is a great game. Back and forth, a lot of if you like threes and you like shot making, this was the game. Because De'Aaron Fox was hitting a lot of tough shots. He was doing his best Superman impression, trying to lead his undermanned team. You know, missing DeMontis Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan. All I want to say is when this team, when the Kings do finally get all healthy and they finally start hitting their stride as a team, chemistry-wise, they're going to be really scary. But let's go ahead and get off into this game. Shout out to the Hawks for the W. All right, so the Hawks' biggest lead was 16. The Kings' biggest lead was 11. Times tied was 4. Longest run was 11. This right here pretty much sums up the game. Lead change is 16. Back and forth, you know what I'm saying? It was a great game. All right, leading players, we got DeAndre Hunter with 24. He was hitting a lot of threes as well. He just had a great game all around. Keon Ellis had 33. Yeah, that boy was on a heater, boy. If you watch the game or you seen the highlights, you seen that boy was shooting, and he was getting a lot of open shots. I don't know how he was getting open so easily, but the Hawks definitely. I mean, yeah, the Hawks is definitely giving up a lot of 3-pointers to bro. Clint Capella dominated on the rebounds with 14. Shout out Trey Lyles with 10 big boards. Trae Young had 19 assists. Yeah, the man was carving the defense up. Every time he was looking, he was throwing a lob, kicking it out to a shooter. He was getting to the teeth of the defense with no problem. De'Aaron Fox had 7 assists. Dyson Daniels 4 blocks. Alex Len with 3 blocks. So, bro, shout out Dyson Daniels because the defense he's been producing this season has been crazy. He should be up there, and he should honestly be leading Defensive Player of the Year, or he should be in them talks. The Hawks end up winning by 1. The Kings did dominate the rebound battle, which is kind of surprising. Hawks dominated the assist battle by 10, which is not surprising because Trae Young had 19. He almost had the same amount of assists as the Kings whole team combined. The Kings did have more steals. The Hawks had more blocks by 3. The Hawks did turn the ball over less, which is amazing because Trae Young had 19 assists. So the fact that they only had 14 turnovers as a team, great control of the ball. Kings 17 turnovers. That's a little too many, but I mean, hey, that's probably why they lost the game. That really looks like the key factor because both teams shot well from field and from 3-pointer, and they shot solid from the free throw line. It really looks like them 3 extra turnovers were and the defense by the Hawks that really was the turning point of the game. But the Hawks shot 47% from the field, whereas the Kings shot 43%. The Hawks shot 42% from the 3-point line, whereas the Kings shot 43%. Hawks shot 83% from the free throw. The Kings shot 73%. All right, so the Hawks beat the Kings by 12, 44 to 32 points in the paint. Trae Young really was throwing a lot of lobs. They was getting a lot of fast break lays. They was really just, they was getting to it, and they was scoring a lot inside the paint. And without really no big man down there, I mean, Alex Len did his best job, but he's not the most mobile guy. And we got a guy like Trae Young who can get in the teeth of the defense and make the big man commit. You're going to give up a lot of backdoor and lobs all day. So that's kind of why they dominated the points in the paint. Second chance points, ATL had 15 to Hawks 9. I mean, to the Kings 9. That's really a big factor in the W. And also the Hawks dominated the fast break 18-7, which is another reason why they kind of got away with this win right here. So shout out to the Hawks by getting out in transition and getting a lot of easy buckets and dominating the points in the paint, second chance points. So that's really, these right here is really the key to the game. Points in the paint, second chance points, fast break points, and just the fact that they kind of took care of the ball better. All right, so let's get into the Hawks box score. So we had so in the starting lineup, we had Zachary Risachet. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So shout out to the #1 pick in the draft. He's really been showing his versatility as a late. He had a 33-point game not too many games ago. He's been coming along as the late. Honestly, I feel like Zachary Risachet, he's not that bad. He's not like a life changer. He's not a franchise changing guy, but he is a good solid piece to have in your starting lineup, where he could be like your third best, fourth best player when he really gets to his peak. Because I think he could be like a nice stretch like forward. He can space the floor, but he could also give you like a little playmaking as like an off-ball player or as a connector, hitting guys in the floor of the offense, making extra passes. And I think he shows some versatility on the defensive end with his length and athleticism. But we have my boy Dyson Daniels. Shout out Dyson Daniels with 14 points, and he had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. So he didn't get no steals. They ended up counting that last play as a block, but Dyson Daniels, he's been amazing. Like deflections, just getting his hand on the ball and just disrupting the other team's offense. He's just been amazing this whole season. He ended up getting 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He did turn the ball over twice, but that's not too bad. He played 39 minutes. He guarded Fox, and he didn't. I ain't gonna say he locked down Fox, but he definitely held him to. He held him at bay. He didn't let him get 40 and then let him get 60. So shout out to Dyson Daniels with the great defense and the game winning block. Yeah, he went 6 for 14 from the field, 42%, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, 40%. So a pretty efficient game by Dyson Daniels. Clint Capella with the big double-double, 14 and 14. He had an assist and a block. He had turned the ball over twice, but he did shoot efficiently from the field. He was 6 for 9, 66%. So yeah, shout out Clint Capella for the nice double-double in the win. We got Trae Young. Did not have a great game as far as scoring goes, but as far as setting his teammates up and getting his team in the flow of the offense and just setting up the offense, he had an amazing game. So I would have to give him like a B plus game if I had to say anything, because he went 1 for 7 from the field, 14%. Did not make a 3-pointer, 0 for 2. He did go 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and he did have 19 assists and 3 rebounds and 2 steals as well. So 19 assists, that outweighs all those misses, because he definitely produced a lot of points for his team with his playmaking. He did give 5 turnovers, but you'll take that when the guy is dishing out 19 assists. It's gonna come with some turnovers, and your team only had 14 turnovers. So Trae Young pretty much contributed 5 of those. Majority of the turnovers came from Trae, and the other guard and your forward and center in the starting lineup. So really, your starting lineup contributed a majority of your turnovers, and the point guard who set up your offense, who gave you 19 big assists, really contributed to most of them. So you'll live with that. And that rounds off. Oh, my bad. And to round off the starting lineup, we got Garrison Matthews. He played for the Rockets for some time. He's a solid shooter. He's nobody special. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like he's just great player, but he is a good spot up shooter and a solid defender. He gave you 9 points, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 60%, 50% from the field, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 2 steals. So good game by Garrison Matthews. Nice role player. So off of the bench, we got DeAndre Hunter. My guy had 24 big points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. He went 9 for 15 from the field, 60%, 4 for 8 from the 3-point line. So he definitely kind of saved him. I wouldn't say saved him, but he made up for Trae Young's lack of offense, I'd say, because 24 points off of the bench, and along with the rest of the bench production that they got, you know what I'm saying, that definitely helped make up for what Trae lacked in scoring. So shout out to DeAndre Hunter for the great game. He's a really good player. He was a lottery pick, top 10 if I can remember. And so I mean, it's good to see that he's out there playing well, giving them good minutes. He scored 24 points, 24 minutes as well. So that's an amazing game. We also have Onyeka Okongwu, that boy Big O. In 19 minutes, he had 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field, He missed his 1 3-pointer. He gave you 2 rebounds and a block. So shout out that boy Big O. Bogdanovich, he didn't have the best game, kind of inefficient, but he did give you 2 threes. He did contribute. Gave you 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So not the most efficient game. He went 2 for 7 from the field, 28%. Not the most efficient game, but he did contribute and he hit some threes, so he contributed to the 3-point total. So David Roddy played, gave you 7 minutes, 5 points, 2. He made his 2 shots that he shot. He made a 3. So shout out David Roddy for the efficiency in a nice game in the little 7 minutes that he played. And then Kobe Buffkin played 12 minutes. He didn't play very well. Had a very inefficient game. 5 points, 1 for 7, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. So he shot 14% from the field, 20% from the 3. He did make 2 free throws. So at least he got in there and scored. Jalen Johnson did not play. So overall, if I had to say who was the player of the game, I want to say Trey because he got 19 points. I'm going to have to say player of the game will be DeAndre Hunter because without the 24 points off the bench, you know what I'm saying, they definitely not in the game because he definitely made some big shots down the stretch as well. But, yeah, so I'll have to give it to DeAndre Hunter because without that 24 points, they definitely lose. But Trae Young and Dyson Daniels definitely were in consideration, but they did turn the ball over a lot whereas DeAndre Hunter only had 1 turnover and 24 points in 24 minutes. They don't really get much better than that when you're shooting 60% from the field, 50% from the 3, and 100% from the free throw line. The keys to the game, like I said, is the points in the paint battle, the fast break points, and the second chance points. Them just dominating all 3 of them categories because they were like that really just made the difference. And I want to say the bench scoring and the bench production also was the keys to the game. Y'all, all right, yeah, and also I ain't gonna lie, the efficiency from the 3-point line, they shot 38 threes and they made 16 of them. That is elite efficiency. So that also is a key to the game right there. So shout out to them. Shout out to them Hawks. So let's get into the Kings. So for the Kings, De'Aaron Fox had 28 points. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Dyson Daniels didn't lock him down, but he didn't let him get 49 or let him get 60. So we'll take the 28 points. He gave you 7 assists and 5 rebounds. He did turn the ball over 4 times, and he did unfortunately, he did turn the ball over or miss, whatever you want to call it, the last play. But he did shoot 11 for 23 from the field, 47%, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. So pretty efficient game. He did turn the ball over 4 times and wasn't able to convert on the last play. But I mean, he had a great game. So we have Trey Lyles with a double-double. He had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. He had a 4 for 11 shooting from the field overall, 36%. But he did make 3 threes, 3 of 7, 42%. And he did miss 1 out of his 2 free throws at 50%. So big double-double by Trey Lyles, but you got to shoot more efficient than that. At least you didn't turn the ball over, though. Kevin Huerter, not a good game by his standard. Kevin Huerter is a shooter. He's been shooting solid, but he didn't have a good game. And that's but that's also a really big contributing factor. He's one of their best shooters and scorers, and the fact that him and Keegan Murray could not make a shot or contribute, that kind of led to their downfall. But he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. He went 1 for 10 from the 3-point line and went 4 for 15 from the field overall, 26%. We got Keegan Murray, really disappointing game, minus 20 plus minus. He has 7 points in 22 minutes. He actually fouled out. He had 4 turnovers, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. So not a great game by Keegan Murray at all. And then Alex Len had a bad game pretty much as well too. He had 2 points in 17 minutes, 1 for 2 from the field. He had 3 rebounds and assists, so not really much impact for your starting center in 17 minutes. Coming off the bench, my boy Keon Ellis, like I said in the beginning, that boy was on the heater. He was not playing with them boys. So Keon Ellis hit 9 big threes. He had 33 points. Pretty much an amazing game, bro. 33 minutes, give you 33 points, plus minus of 15. He really doesn't get much better than that. So shout out Keon Ellis. He went 9 of 17 from the field. All of his all of his field goals were 3-pointers. Shot 60% from the 3-point line, 85% from the free throw line. Really can't get much better than that. 6 rebounds, an assist, and a steal, and a block. So 2 stocks and only 1 turnover. So A+ game by Keon Ellis. He almost willed him to the win. He would have definitely he definitely would have been player of the game. And he really started out the game like 6 for 6. So amazing efficiency, amazing shooting. We also had Doug McDermott in 18 minutes. He gave you 3 for 4, 8 points, 15 plus minus as well. 75% from the field, 66% from the 3-point line. He made 2 threes. So shout out for Dougie with the great game. Yeah, so we also got Jordan McLaughlin in 19 minutes. He scored 8 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 66%, and he had a 3-pointer, which he did only take 1, shot 100%, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 75%. He had 2 rebounds and 4 assists with no turnovers. So a nice minutes by a backup point guard. Honestly, they played good enough to win, and they had a chance to win. The bench gave you great production. Really, the bench gave you as much production as you really could hope for. Fox had a great game. It's just in the end, Kevin Huerter and Keegan Murray and Trey Lyles. To be honest, nobody in the starting lineup had the greatest impact except Fox. So, and even with that, they only lost because Dyson Daniels made a great play on the ball in the end. So, you know what I'm saying? Not a bad game by the Kings at all. They really played a great game, but just they went. You know what I'm saying? They made 23s for 46 attempts, 43%. So they really had a great game. They didn't turn the ball over. Well, they did. My bad. They turned the ball over 17 times. That's another thing. They had a lot of turnovers, but even though they had all them turnovers, they still was right there in the end to win the game. It's just, sometimes the other team just plays better, and that's just kind of what happened. The Hawks kind of just got a better output from their starting lineup, and that's really what it is. They had a guy come off the bench to go off, and so did the Kings, and it kind of just offset each other. And the production by the starting lineup and that play in the end by Dyson Daniels really won the game. So, like I said, keys to the game: points in the paint, second chance points, fast break points, the Hawks leading all of that. Both teams really played efficiently. They both played great basketball. But the Hawks starting lineup just outperformed the Kings starting lineup, and both teams had great production by the bench. So that was the key to the game. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments was the keys to the game. Player of the game, like I said, 24 points in 24 minutes by DeAndre Hunter. I got to give it to DeAndre. So y'all let me know who y'all think was the player of the game in the comments. And yeah, I just need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and show some love to the channel. I appreciate all the support. Anything, honestly, just a like, just you clicking on the video, just to subscribe, whatever. Anything you do, or just to share, anything you do is support and love in my book. So I appreciate y'all just for watching and tapping in with your boy. So until next time, y'all stay good, stay up, and I'm going to holler at y'all.